Alright, walang music. Sorry, Sir Red, tawag dito, may hinahabol akong ano, eh, mabilis. Kaya hindi ko na nakuhang music. Katatapos lang din halos ng meeting ko. So, ah, walang music. Ayan, nasanay kayo for the last 4 days na may music. So, did you guys enjoy the music or the intro music? Medyo rock and roll lang yung mga type ko na music. I hope you like it. But if not, maybe ibang genre yung gusto nyo na music. So, may kanya-kanya tayong taste about music. So, hopefully, merong rock and roll sa inyo dito. So, I hope, anong tawag dito, nakaka-relate kayo dun sa mga intro music ko before the live session. Anyway, I'd like to welcome everyone. Ayan, si Sherlyn doon, inaayos ang camera. Hopefully, yung iba mag-open ng camera. Miss Jenny, Sir Red, Reg, Irene, Joss. Ayan, nahiya na rin natuloy si Sir Ren doon. Sir King, magandang gabi. Deck, Coney, Justy, magandang gabi sa inyo guys. Alright, so let me just quickly go to where is it? Our lesson for today is the Facebook ads calculator. Meron nagtanong kasi nung nakaraan, Coach, anong gagawin ko? Papaano ko kailan ako magpo-pause ng campaign? Kailan ako how to decide when to pause, when to scale my campaign, yung mga ganun ba? No, so I'm gonna show my screen. Let me just second here. All right, so I'd like to know, guys, sino dito yung gustong magpa-compute? Whichever industry are you in, let me know in the chat kung sino yung gusto magpa-compute on nahihirapan, anong tawag dito, ano yung mga metrics na babantayan ko. So, type me in the chat, sino ang gusto magpa-compute? Wala. Ayan, merong brave soul, si Miss Bridget. All right, so let me just quickly unmute Miss Bridget. Go ahead, Miss Bridget. Let us hear your business. What are your struggles? And paano kita matutulungan sa iyong problema?
Hello po, sir. Hello po, coach.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm also a newbie lang po sa running Facebook ads, and
Sige
then
po.
my business is in real estate.
Sure.
So sa 4 days na training mo, in-apply ko yung mga natutunan ko. So I ran two ads yesterday.
Okay.
And then, but before the training, I actually run some ads na. So I spent around 3,000 already. Pero ang concern ko is yung mga nag-message is that mga patapon ba?
Okay.
Like my thinking was they're the ones na na-detect siguro ni Meta na they're the ones who are more on engaging on the social media. So kaya siguro sila napunta din sa sa ads ko. Pero yun na po, mostly patapon, meron pa nga mga basher. So I don't know. Yun po. Tapos,
Right.
so last night, I asked kung ilang days ko kailan days ko i-analyze yung tests ko.
Yung data mo,
Yung data ko. So, yun po yung concern ko. I spent a lot, but I don't really know kung ano yung exact na titingnan ko.
Okay.
Kung sa results ba hindi naman po patapon naman po yung mga nag-i-inquire, o kung sa reach ba or impression, basta po yun. Basta I'm into real estate po.
Got it. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, may sagot ka na dito. 'Di ba? Sa ano yung nabanggit ko nung metrics na kailangan mong bantayan pag messaging campaign? The number of messages, quality of messages, and cost per message. Tama? Okay? You don't have to unmute again. So, i-unmute kita again. Yan. So, for those of you guys na nagme-messaging campaign, bantayan nyo tong tatlong to. Number of messages, quality of messages, cost per message. And as per Miss Bridget, may sagot na siya doon sa pangalawa, which is quality of messages. Tama?
Yes
Okay.
po.
So, may sagot na siya dyan. But then, the next thing that we need to identify is how many messages that came in. Okay? Yun po, kapag po messaging campaign, ang downside po kasi ng messaging campaign is I usually have a 1 month data. And for you, Miss Bridget, ano po ba yung para sa iyo is madami mo ng mga gastos? Ano yung average spending mo ba per month sa ads? Magkano?
I was actually running bago lang po. So hindi pa umabot ng 1 month, just a week. So in 1 week I meron akong 6 na inquiries, yun po.
Okay. So I hate to break the bad news for you guys, especially for those na nag-start pa lang mag-run ng Facebook ads. The minimum required budget na lagi kong sinasabi for testing. Ito na yung pinaka-drop mo na budget na pwede mong ubusin. Ibig sabihin, pwede mong sunugin na budget is 15,000 pesos per month. Okay? Bakit 15,000 yung gusto kong ideal budget na pinaka-drop mo na? Ibig sabihin, kung merong pinakamataas na budget, ito na yung pinakamababang budget. No? Ibig sabihin, parang walang-wala ka na talaga. Ito na lang talaga yung kaya kong iubusin for a month. So, bakit 15,000 pesos? 15,000 pesos, divide it by 30 days. That's about 500 pesos per day. Okay? Now, sa 500 pesos per day mo na yan, if you were to test 100 pesos per ad set, and then each ad set merong isang ad, then that would be 5 ad creatives that you are going to test on a daily basis. So, but the thing is, just recently na find out ko nga na it looks like Facebook or Meta is going to remove the ad set budgeting. Meta will be pushing more on the CBO setup. So I think the game will change. Dun sa 100 pesos strategy framework ko, mukhang magbabago na siya in terms of mukhang hindi na siya magiging applicable in terms of ad set budget spending. So mapupunta na agad siya sa CBO setup. Now, well, kung may 500 pesos ka pa rin naman, you can still test anong tawag dito, at least 3 to 5 ads per ad set. Now, sagutin ko yung tanong mo na anong gagawin mo moving forward. You have to spend that budget muna, preferably 15K, so that you'll have enough data to analyze in the span of 1 month. Okay, yun yung downside ng messaging campaign. Kasi anong tawag dito, the conversation, kumbaga, the conversation, yung flow ng conversation, kailangan mong ma-analyze kung halimbawa may pumasok sa yung 350 na messages per month or nung isang buwan na yon. I-analyze mo how many of those messages are qualified and how many of those messages are not qualified. Kaya nga po, dun sa pangalawang metric na pinapaano ko sa iyo, yung quality ng message is babantayan mo. So, let's say for example, half of those 350 na nag-message sa iyo for the month of, let's say, month of February, half of those are basura and half of those are, let's say, medyo quality or quality naman. So meaning you have a good chance of converting these people even if you're getting unqualified leads or half of them are unqualified leads. Kasi you cannot you cannot weed out ang tawag ko doon tire kickers eh, yung mga hindi naman talaga interesado or yung maka-click lang, ang tawag ko doon tire kickers. So, hindi mo siya weed out 100%, even me, meron mga na pumapasok sa akin. So, yun yung downside ng messaging campaign. Kailangan mong i-check yung quality of messages na pumapasok. Number two is number of messages. Bilangin mo siya for the whole month of or March. March na tayo ngayon. So, bilangin mo yung whole month of March, ilan yung pumasok? 350 messages. Now, if you were to spend 15,000 pesos, and then 15,000 pesos divided by 350 messages. That's about 42.85 per message. So, 15,000 ang rough estimate ko or ang average cost per 1,000 impressions dito sa Pilipinas is between 250 pesos to 350 pesos. Now, if you have a 15,000 peso budget and then you have at least 250 pesos na cost per 1,000 impressions, you would be generating for about 60,000 impressions for the month of March. Now, assuming that there's a messages na pumasok, which is 350 messages, okay? Then, yun nga, 42.86 ang cost per message ninyo. Sa number of messages na pumasok na 350, kailangan at least magkaroon ka dyan ng between 1 to 2% na conversion rate. So, ibagsak natin to sa, let's say, 1% na conversion rate. So, that's about, technically, magkakaroon ka dapat dyan ng 3 to 4 sales or 3 to 4 closed, anong tawag dito, client na magiging client mo for your real estate business. But the problem is, real estate business is kumbaga, when you compare that to e-commerce business, the amount that you're selling is not that parang hindi lang mo siya 500 peso product. So you need to have a good amount of follow-ups in order for you to have to close that sale. So most likely yung nakausap mo ng March, most likely baka magkatuluyan kayo niyan month of, I don't know, May or June na, or who knows, maybe last quarter of 2025. At itatanong niya sa asawa niya, nagkataon, ang daming niyang asawa. So, most likely, baka it may take some time before these people or these leads will convert. Well, good for you if these users or these leads na nakuha mo is talagang pabili na. Kumbaga, konting push na lang, bibili na sila. So that, kumbaga, anong tawag ito? Didepende na yung sa galing mong mag-present at sa galing mong mag-follow up doon sa leads na pumasok sa'yo. Now, let's be conservative enough to bring this number of clients, sabi ko nga 1 to 2%, to at least one client na lang, no? Kasi dito sa number na nakita mo, 3 to 4 clients yan. So, ano na lang tayo, very conservative, isa na lang yung na-close mo kunyari. Now, doon sa isang client na yon, what is the average commission na makukuha mo? Let's say naka-book ka ng, naka-close ka ng isang project. Ano yung average na commission income mo dito kung sakali?
Kung in total po sa isang project 135,000.
Okay. That's about 135,000 your commission. So yun yung ilalapat mo sa AOV. Now, if you were to do the math, 135,000 na revenue mo or commission mo, divided by 15,000, that's gonna give you a ROAS of 9x. Ibig sabihin, 9 times the return on ad spend ang bumalik sa'yo based doon sa nilabas mo na 15,000, bumalik sa'yo ng siksik, liglig at umaapaw. 9 na beses yung iyong return on ad spend. Ibig sabihin nun, if you were to do the math, how much is the customer acquisition cost o yung tinatawag na CAC, CAC, the CAC would be 15,000 pesos for you to acquire one customer. Now, question, Coach, gusto ko magkaroon ng 10 client for this month. You know for a fact that the cost per acquisition is 15,000 pesos. Then, ang sabi mo, gusto mo magkaroon ng 10 benta. O di times mo sa 10, ang kailangan mong ilabas na budget is about 150,000 pesos for the following month. Kung yun ang target mo. Now, ang tanong, kailan ako magpapatay ng ads at kailan ako mag-i-increase or magdi-decrease ng budget? The answer is which na-identify mo sa sarili mo na kapag ang cost per message mo is 42.86 or let's round it off to 45 pesos. Meaning, ang chance mo or probability mo to close a sale is 1. Then this should be the amount you should be willing to pay moving forward per message. So anything mas mataas sa 45 pesos is already expensive and you have to consider pausing it or reducing your budget moving forward. Does that make sense?
Yes po. In other words, Coach, kung ano yung mas mataas na cost per message is yun yung winning ad.
No. Hindi siya mas mataas. Ganito kasi yan eh. Ito nababasa mo to. How much are you willing to spend to acquire a lead, a purchase, or a message? Ibig sabihin, if you're able to determine this amount, kumbaga, willing ka bang bayaran itong cost per message na to kay Meta moving forward? If the answer is yes, then by all means, continue spending to acquire more leads to come to your page na pwede mong kausapin as your future clients. Now, anything, kasi kung na-determine mo na 45 pesos, willing akong magbayad ng cost per message na 45 pesos, then moving forward, yan na yung magiging KPI ko or yung metrics ko na babantayan. Okay, anything beyond 45 pesos is already expensive on my part. So I am not, kumbaga kung ako magraran ng campaigns ko, I am not willing to spend more than 45 pesos cost per message. Make sense? Nagets mo ba yung ibig kong sabihin? I-identify mo yung ideal cost mo, and if the ideal cost is 45 pesos, then that should be your benchmark moving forward to acquire a lead. Lead pa lang yun, hindi pa yung customer, lead pa lang ito. Ibig sabihin, work out mo pa lang ito to become a one customer. So kung willing kang bayaran yung 45 pesos cost per message, yun yung benchmark mo. Yun yung sasagot sa tanong mo na, Coach, kailan ako mag-i-increase ng budget? If the cost per message is below 45 pesos, I am still willing to pay that amount moving forward kay Meta. If nakita ko na ang cost per message is more than 45 pesos, I will be conservative or I will be looking after my budget to not spend more because maybe there's something wrong with my ads. How ang ano mo doon, ang mindset mo dapat doon, how can I reduce the cost per message moving forward? Hindi lang siya 45, maging 35, maging 25, maging 15 with the same quality of leads na pumapasok. If that makes sense.
Yes po, Coach. Clear po. So yan po ba yung standard nyo? Yung 45?
Hindi
Inyo
po.
po personally?
Sa akin?
Oo. I gets ko na po. Ano na lang po, yung question ko is paano nga po i-compute yung cost per message?
Okay. Cost per message would be magkano yung nilabas mong budget sa loob ng isang buwan, i-divide mo yon sa number of messages na pumasok. In this scenario, mayroong pumasok na 350 messages. So 15,000 divided by 350 messages, the cost per message is about 42.86. Okay?
Okay po. Can I base it on daily? Since I ran an ad pa po kagabi, then I'm planning to off an ad tonight.
Okay. Wag ka muna magpo-post ng ad, Miss.
Okay po. Sige po.
Wag ka muna magpo-post ng ad. You have to run it the whole month.
Okay.
Because wala kang basis ng data eh. Wala kang i-analyze na data kung parang 3 araw pa lang or 5 araw pa
Ah,
lang nagra-run.
okay, coach, I understand.
Parang wala kang datang wala
Na
kang solid
reasonable.
wala kang solid na data na pwedeng i-benchmark. Okay.
Oo.
At the end of this month, March 31, April 1, I'm going to sit on my desk and I'm going to tally how many messages that came in, what is the amount, what is the ad spent na naubos ko nung last month, itong month of March. And then I do the math and i-analyze mo out of 350 messages di ba, tinuruan ko kayo kung qualified or unqualified, tapos nilagyan mo ng tagging na doon sa leads kung ano itatag ninyo doon, tama?
Yes po.
Day 3 or kahapon? Day 3 or
Kahapon po. Oo.
Okay. Di ba tinuruan ko kayo doon? Then when you do the analyzation or the analyzation, when you do the analysis, when you do the analysis, i-check mo, out of those messages na pumasok for the whole month of March, lahat ba to basura? Kasi pag lahat ito basura, there's something wrong with my campaigns. There's something wrong with my ads. I'm attracting the wrong people. So ibig sabihin, meron ka ng benchmark, meron ka ng foundation na okay, anong problema? Anong naging problema? Now, itingnan mo yung sales process mo. Am I attracting the wrong people? If the answer is yes, anong gagawin mo? Kasi may data ka na nung last month may benchmark ka na eh. Anong gagawin mo? May data ka na. Okay, so moving forward for the month of April, how about I change the creatives? How about I change the copy? How about I change the targeting? Will it give a better quality of leads for the month of April? The answer would rely after April, after mo matapos yung April. So, ganun pala yung coach. Kumbaga, parang talagang nagtatapon ka ng pera sa una. Natural. Nagtatapon ka ng pera sa una because you want to gather data. And without spending budget, you'll never have the data in your hand to move forward. Anong gagawin mo moving forward? Kasi nung nag-start din naman ako, ang dami kong budget na nilabas. Talagang, kumbaga, mag-spend ako ng 20,000 and then itong 20,000 na to, sugal na to, bahala na kung anong kalabasan nito. At least may data ako. So, yun yung ginawa ko nung una. Okay, pikit mata, 20,000 labas. And then, nung nagkaroon ako ng data, okay, ito yung ad na nagpe-perform, nagkakaroon siya ng benta, nagkakaroon siya ng inquiry. So, ito yung gagawin ko moving forward. Ibig sabihin, for the month of April, hinimay ko yung mga ads ko na tinakbo nung month of March. Itong angle na to yung nag-work. Ibig sabihin, nagre-resonate yung mga audience ko dito. And then nakakakuha ako ng quality na leads. Nagkakaroon ako ng mas magandang momentum moving forward. So, out of 350 na pumasok na messages, kalahati doon qualified naman. Yung iba basura talaga, wala na akong magagawa doon. So, moving forward, i-refine mo yung mga ads na nag-work. And ang gagawin mo as an advertiser is to continue refining it, doing the same angle or doing a similar angle ng ad mo na yon na nag-work. Ganun lang siya, paulit-ulit mo lang siyang gagawin hanggang sa maging matalino na si Meta, hanapin yung tamang audience mo. Kasi sa una talagang arangkada ng ads mo, I guarantee you, basura yan. And if you keep feeding the wrong data moving forward, kakamot ka na ng ulo niyan. It's been 3 months, it's been 6 months. Bakit ganon? Palala ng palala. Kasi yun yung pinifeed mong data eh. Di ba? Hindi mo naman tinuturuan si Meta ng qualified or not qualified, umorder ba, hindi ba? So, yun yung ibig ko sabihin, Miss Bridget. I hope that...
Okay, Coach. Yes po, I understand po na crucial po yung data. So Coach, yung pag-run po ng ads kagabi, which is 100, kasi sabi mo 100 pesos na budget. So, sa advice mo ngayon na 500, pwede po bang mag-increase ako ngayon ng tag 500 na each
Pwede.
for the
For
two?
as long as you are willing to spend that amount. Kasi wala namang pumipigil sa iyo eh. Ikaw ang, kumbaga ikaw ang magde-decide nun. Ang tawag doon is, di ba, nung una, how much are you willing to spend to acquire a lead? Okay, na-identify natin 45 pesos. I'm willing to spend 45 pesos per message. The next question is, how much are you willing to spend to acquire a new customer? Alam natin na ang customer acquisition cost ko is 15,000 pesos. Am I willing to spend this amount? If the answer is yes, then go. Increase mo yung budget mo. If the answer is no, do not spend this amount. Do not,
Okay po.
do not spend more than 15 pesos for testing because you are not willing to spend that amount eh. Sabi nga ni Russell Bronson, whoever can spend the most to acquire new customers wins. Ayan. Sabi ni Russell Bronson, whoever can spend the most money to acquire a new customer wins. So, ibig sabihin, may pera kang pang ads, most likely you will get the customer that you need because you are willing to spend more on your advertising. Treat advertising as your bill because that is the only way you can acquire customers. Marketing. So whenever you do marketing, whenever you spend more, you acquire more. Ganun lang siya. Make sense?
Yes po.
All right. So hopefully I was able to answer your question. And for those the real estate agents na nandito, I guess you have an idea or the amount that you are willing to spend. Okay? Next, yung bang video recording live nyo po ay forever namin pwede magagamit? Yes, Sir Lyndon. If you are able to access your dashboard, you will get the recordings forever. Okay? I-share po niyan. Yes, Miss Josephine. If you go to my website, actually, nandoon yan sa website ko. If you go to digitalhomey.net and then you go to forum. Okay, by the way, guys, you can ask questions after this, after the 5-day challenge. You can still post your questions dito sa forum. You can create a post para lang kayo nag-FB. Create a post, tapos lagay kayo ng post and publish nyo lang dyan. So, for Miss Josephine, sabi niya, bibigyan pa daw ba kayo ng access? So, punta lang kayo dito sa calculate, sa forum. Type nyo sa search bar, calculator. Tapos, itong The Ultimate Facebook Ads Calculator, i-click nyo lang yung download. Tapos yun, mapupunta na kayo dun sa ano. Pag dinownload nyo to guys, most likely baka mawala yung auto-compute kasi may auto-compute na to. So, I'll send it here sa chat. Ayan. Kuha nyo dito. Tapos, ang tawag dito. So, download nyo lang yan. Tapos, nandiyan yung formula sa gilid sa yung column E na kulay orange. Tapos, i-download nyo lang and then you'll have the sheet or yung Google Ads calculator, Facebook Ads calculator, sorry. All right, so doon nyo siya makukuha. Next, si Lionel, Sir Leslie, help analyze. Walang context to, Sir Leslie. Hindi ko siya ma-analyze kasi ang outspend mo is 1,000 pesos lang. And March 1 to 6, walang enough data. Is this messaging campaign? Is this website campaign? So, I'd like to know more of the context. So, if you just send me a screenshot, hindi ko siya masasagot. Bigyan niyo ako ng konteksto. Magkano na yung total ad spend mo? Magkano yung total products mo? Magkano yung willing kang i-bid? Magkano yung willing kang yung ideal cost mo? So, kung screenshot lang, Sir Leslie, ang hirap po niyan i-analyze. Okay? Bigyan mo ko ng konteksto katulad ng konteksto na pinakita ko po sa inyo dito. Okay? Miss Connie, I primarily use WhatsApp for messaging. As most inquiries come through the platform, it also helps me identify quality leads. Does it come with any cost as well? Yes, it should have. The same way on how you compute the cost per message. Pareho lang 'yon kasi yung kahit na WhatsApp 'yon or Messenger, parehong message 'yun eh. So you need to identify the cost per message. And the ideal cost you should be willing to pay moving forward, Miss Connie. Okay? So does it come with any cost? Yes, it comes with a cost because you do the advertising or you spend money on ads. Reg, ang problema ko dun po sa isa kong ad account coach is ang bilis mag-fatigue, like 8 days pa lang nag-fatigue na. What do you mean nag-fatigue? Kasi, Reg, ganito yan. Kung magkano yung budget mo? Muna pala. Okay, let me know in the chat magkano yung budget mo, Reg. Kasi kung 100 pesos yan, hindi siya nagpa-fatigue, Reg. Ibig sabihin nun, nauubos or nasa-saturate mo yung audience based doon sa 100 pesos na budget mo. Dahil maliit lang yung budget mo, umiikot lang sa same audience yung 100 pesos mo na budget or 200 pesos kung magkano man yan. Maliit yun. Ibig sabihin, di ba, nung day 2, tinuro ko sa inyo na sooner or later, masasaturate nyo yung tier 1 na audience. Ang gusto ni Meta doon, mag-increase ka ng budget so that you can acquire more leads or customers. And the moment you increase your budget, you are bidding against other competitors. That's the reason why the cost per acquisition also increases. Make sense? So, hindi siya nagpapatig. Ibig sabihin lang yun, na-saturate mo na yung audience mo na yun. Yun yung tingin ko dyan. Let me know kung magkano yung budget mo na inuubos per day. Kasi most likely, wala. Yung budget mo, umikot na lang dun sa audience na tinatarget mo. Miss Irene, kapag ganito ang offer service, online course about trading, stocks, forex, cryptocurrency trading, prices above 10K, any tips po para effective ang ads at saka para maiwas sa policy violations? Kasi it involves crypto and Bitcoin. Okay. Para magkaroon ka ng Miss Irene, para anong tawag dito? Ma-bypass mo yung system ni Facebook in terms of policy, I would highly suggest to optimize for webinar. Okay? Mag-optimize ka ng webinar for your client. And doon sa webinar kasi, pwede ka na magsalita ng crypto doon. Pwede ka na magsalita doon ng Bitcoin. Pwede ka na magsalita ng Forex doon. Kasi webinar yun, hindi na si Meta yun eh. So, i-attract mo yung leads into a webinar so that anything you want to say, you can say it inside the webinar. Yes, I know for a fact na hindi ka pwede maglagay ng mga anything about crypto sa ads mo. So you have to make it in a subtle way na you want to learn about trading or you want to learn to have a side hustle, mga tipong ganon. So pwede mong ilagay yon as a parang subtle way of promoting Forex and Bitcoin. So if you want parang extra income, ganyan, yung word na extra income, careful ka doon kasi baka ma-block din yon. Basta you have to you have to do your ad copy very well na hindi ano ni Meta. And hindi ka pwede nga maglagay ng Bitcoin doon. So that's number 1 of your question. Number 2 is same thing with computing your ideal cost per lead. Magkano yung willing bang bayaran si client na cost per message or cost per website lead? Kung na-identify na ni client kung magkano yung willing siyang bayaran, just the way I calculated kay Miss Bridget kanina. Halimbawa, ang price nung online course is about 10,000 pesos. Now, does the client anong tawag dito, willing to pay 5,000 pesos for every cost or for every ang tawag dito, for every customer na mag-a-avail ng forex course niya? If the answer is yes, then so be it. 5,000 ang customer acquisition cost mo. But before niya ma-acquire yung customer na yon, what is the cost per lead? No, let's say ang cost per lead is ganun din, 45 pesos. Then so be it. 'Di ba? So kailangan mong i-identify 'yon. Kasi ganito yan eh. Ganito yan, Miss Irene. Say for example, si client willing to spend 50,000 pesos for advertising. Then, kung meron siyang landing page or website, regardless kung landing page or website niya, nakakuha siya ng 350 na leads sa website or sa messages niya, ganun pa rin. Anong tawag dito? Ay, sorry. 50,000 pesos yung anong tawag dito? Yung naubos niya for the month of March, let's say may pumasok na 800 leads. So ang cost per lead mo is 62.50. So round it off, 65 pesos. Now out of 800 ba na leads, ilan doon ang nag-convert? Let's say for example, kung sa 2% na lang ang nag-convert, that's about 16. 16 na nag-avail ng course. So ilalatag mo to dito, 16. So ang average order value nga, sabi mo 10,000 pesos per customer. O ayan, meron kang 160,000 pesos na revenue. Ibig sabihin, the return on ad spend is 3x or 3.20x because you were able to get 160,000 pesos against 50,000 pesos na total ad spend mo. Got it? So, but before you acquire or before you were able to, ang tawag dito? Before you were able to acquire 16 customers, meron mo nang pumasok na 800 messages or 800 leads. And out of 800 leads, in-extract ko yan, 2% conversion rate, that's 16 customers, then I was able to get 160,000 in revenue. Moving forward, I am willing to pay 65 pesos per lead because I was able to get 16 customers out of 800 na nag-inquire. Make sense? So, ibig sabihin, ang customer acquisition cost ko na ngayon is 3,125. Mas mababa as compared doon kay Miss Bridget. Kasi yung kay Miss Bridget, ang average order value nun, ang binibenta niya is real estate. So, that's millions of pesos. So, kaya ang pineg ko na lang is one client. So in your case, 16 customers because hindi naman ganun kasing heavy nung price points ni Miss Bridget, which is 10,000 pesos. So 3x. So ibig sabihin, customer acquisition cost ko 3,125. If sabi ni client, gusto ko magkaroon ng 50 customers for the month of April. So 50 customers for the month of April. I know for a fact that the customer acquisition cost last month is 3,125 times 3,125. So the amount spent should be at least 156,000 pesos for the month of April. So that I can get the possibility of getting 50 customers for the month of April. Make sense? Miss Irene? Hopefully, I was able to answer your question. Is website checkout, first is website checkout, second messaging campaign. Ano to? Yung screenshot mo, Sir Leslie, no? Sir Leslie, sige, i-unmute kita. Ayan. Go ahead, Sir Leslie. Ano ba business mo?
Hello, sir. Nasa CR lang siya, pero yung business po namin is mga food supplements po.
Okay. Magkano na yung total budget mo per month?
Dito po, sa 2 months namin, ang nagagastos na namin is 41,000.
Sa 2 months?
Opo, sa 2 months.
So technically, 20,000 per month.
Opo.
20,000. Ayan, nasa testing ka pa lang, wala pa yan. So 20,000 pesos. Now, messaging ano to, website, tama ba?
Opo.
Combination. Ganito yan, sige, kasi dalawa yung ano mo dalawa yung channel mo na pinagkukuhanan Mag-peg muna tayo sa website campaign. Okay? Shopify ba gamit ninyo? O landing page?
Landing page po.
Okay, landing page. Now, ganito lang yan 20,000 yung budget mo. Ipeg natin, ito yung budget mo ng February. Halimbawa lang. Tapos, ideally, ano tawag dito, pag supplements kasi medyo mataas ng konti ang ano niyan ang cost per 1,000 impressions. Pero sabihin na lang natin na 350 pesos ang cost per 1,000 impressions mo. So technically, makakapag-generate ka dyan ng 57,000 impressions. Sa 57,000 impressions na yon, kung ang click-through rate mo is about 2%, okay? Kasi ang click-through rate mo is about dapat 1 to 2%. Kung ang click-through rate ng landing page mo is 2%, makakapag-generate ka dyan ng about 1,143 na link clicks. Okay? Auto-compute na yan. Okay, pag nakapag-generate ka ng 1,100 plus na link clicks, ideally, doon sa 1,000 plus na link clicks na yon, mag-convert din yun ng about 1 to 2%. Okay? So, let's say for example, yun nga, 1 to 2% o dito, sabihin natin 1% na lang, conversion rate. So, dapat doon mag-generate ka ng 11 customers. Kung ang website conversion is 1%. Now, 11 customers, magkano ang average order value per customer?
Ano po, 780 kasi yung benta namin per bottle. So, minsan po 3 orders lang, 5 orders, gano'n.
Per customer.
Oo, per customer.
So, ibig sabihin, kung 3 order yon, di 780 per customer time, at 3 in order niya, so ang average order value nasa 2 to 3.
Opo.
Okay, so sabihin natin,
Sa isang customer, 780. So, parang 3 customer, 3 bottle, gano'n. Tigi-tigisa.
tigi-tigisa, okay. So, pag 780 na lang natin. So,
Tama.
ibig sabihin, anong pangalan niyo po, ma'am?
Nicole.
Miss Nicole, okay. So, ganito po yan, Miss Nicole, no? So, pag tinignan mo tong computation na natin, positive ka, negative?
Ang negative pa, sir, eh.
Negative,
Ay,
tama. Kasi
okay.
0.43 ka na lang
Mhm.
Dahil may kinalaman yung average order value mo dito. Okay? Kanina, 10,000 pesos yung sino ba tong huli? Kalimutan ko yung huli. 10,000 pesos yung average order value niya Kaya, yung ROAS niya, umakyat din kahit papaano. Pero dahil ang average order value mo is 780 pesos, so may kinalaman yun kung bakit nag-drop yung ROAS mo. Now, anong gagawin mo dito sa scenario na to? Ito lang ang gagawin mo sa scenario na to. Kailangan yung conversion rate ng website mo ay tumaas. Okay, from 1%, dapat tumaas yan to 2%. So, di naging 23 na yung customers mo. Pagpalagay natin na 23 nga, ibig sabihin yung website mo, tumaas yung conversion rate. Ngayon, malapit-lapit ka na mag-break even. 17,000, kanina 8,000, nag-17,940. So, kulang-kulang na lang, magwa 1x ka na. Now, ano pa ang pwede mo pang i-improve dito? Kailangan yung click-through rate mo tumaas from 2% to, let's say, 5%. So, ibig sabihin nun, from 1,000 plus na link clicks, umakyat siya ng 2,857. So, ang i-optimize mo doon, yung quality ng ads mo, plus yung quality ng website mo or ng landing page mo. O sabihin natin na lang, 3%. So, ibig sabihin nun, 34 yung na-generate mo na customers. Tingnan natin kung magpa-positive ka na. Ayan nag-positive ka na kahit paano. Or sabihin natin, nag-break even ka kasi may OPEX ka pa dyan may operation expense ka pa dyan Sabihin natin, ang pinaka-break even mo dito is about, pag nag 5% to, 57. Ayan, sabihin natin kumita ka na ng konti dyan or nag-break even ka, 2x. Yun. So, ibig sabihin, ang i-improve mo, yung quality ng ads mo at yung quality ng landing page mo. So that, kahit na yung average order value mo hindi, ang tawag dito, hindi nag-increase. Kasi yung price points mo, fixed naman yun, di ba? Hindi ka naman, ang tawag dito, hindi ka na pwede mag-increase ng pricing mo, tama ba?
Fix na siya.
Fixed na siya. Ngayon, ganyan magiging scenario. I-increase mo talaga yung, gagandahan mo yung ads mo at gagandahan mo yung landing page mo. So that tumaas yung conversion rate ng landing page mo at gumanda yung click-through rate mo. Now, wala talaga coach talagang sobrang ganda ng ads namin. Ang dami na rin naming fix na ginawa dun sa landing page, ganun pa rin talaga. Worst case scenario, 1% yung, sabihin natin 2% yung conversion ng landing page mo, 2% din yung conversion, yung click-through rate mo, and 16 na lang talaga to. 23 na lang talaga to. So, ang nangyari, parang ganito yung magiging ROAS mo o 1x. O gawin natin itong 25 para, hindi, sabihin natin 30. Ayan, nag 1x ka. Okay? So, 20,000 yung nalabas mo na budget, 23,000 yung bumalik sa'yo. Halos break even ka dito or sabihin natin abonado ka pa ng konti, no? Negative ka pa. Now, lalabanan ko to. Okay, kung nasa food supplement ako, lalabanan ko tong acquisition na to. Kasi ang customer acquisition cost ko is 666.67 pesos. Ang binibenta ko na product is worth 780 pesos. So ang mahal nung customer acquisition cost ko, nakita mo? 780 yung binibenta ko, 666 yung binabayad ko kay Facebook to acquire one customer. Ngayon, tanong, pwede kong labanan to. Bakit? Kasi food supplement to. Anong mangyayari sa food supplement kapag ka naubos? Bibili ulit, di ba?
Sir, may repeat orders.
May repeat orders. Doon na papasok yung tinatawag na lifetime value. So kung halimbawa, yung customer na yan ay may bumili sa'yo na customer noong January o ano ba yan? Sorry. Bumili sa'yo ng month of March, di ba? Merong bumili sa'yo na let's say 100 na lang nakatao, di ba? Tapos month of April naging 150, month of May naging 250, June 300, July 350 yan. Kunyari, pataas yung yung benta mo. Siyempre, August month, di ba? August month, sige, drop yung August mo. Bumagsak yung sales ng August, di ba? Kunyari. Tapos balik ka on track, 250. Tapos, kunyari, 375 to 400 customers. And, let's say 500 customers yan. Nagpa-promo kayo ng December. So, pag tinotal mo yan, ilan yung customers mo na na-acquire? That's 2,825 customers. Ngayon, 780 yung price ng produkto. Imaginein mo, kung meron kang tuloy-tuloy na 2,825 customers na bumibili sa'yo, you multiply that 780 times 2,825. That's how much? 2,203,500 pesos. Ibig sabihin, pag tinotal mo yan, tuloy-tuloy itong 2,825 na customers bumili sa'yo, you'll have this lifetime value of 2,203,000 at the end, by the end of December. Tapos, number of customers dapat. Mali yung ko. Dapat dito. 2,825 customers. Ang na-acquire mo for the rest, for the year of 2025. So, ibig sabihin, kahit na lugi pa ako dito sa unang buwan ko, pero since alam ko naman na the following month is mauubos yung supplement niya kasi 30 days. Halimbawa, yung supplement, mauubos niya ng 30 days. So, pag naubos niya yun, i-remind ko ubos na yung supplement mo, bili ka ulit sa akin. So, na-acquire ko siya for only 666 pesos. But since I was able to increase my lifetime value per customer, lalabanan ko yon kahit na logi ako sa unang buwan. Make sense?
Sir, yung sa sinasabi niyo kanina na na babaguhin yung ano po yun? I-stop ba namin yung ads na to para palitan ng mas bago, para ma-improve, or yung parang
Mag-A/B test kayo.
tutuloy lang?
Itutuloy nyo pa rin yung ads. Wala kayong gagalawin dun sa ad set. Wala kayong gagalawin dun sa existing ads. Ang gagawin nyo lang, let's say gusto mong i-improve yung conversion rate ng landing page mo, tama? So, ibig sabihin, let's say 1% yung conversion rate ng landing page mo. Tapos gusto mong i-improve to, let's say, gusto mong paketin ng 3%. Yung existing landing page mo, wag mong gagalawin. I-duplicate mo lang yon yung existing na landing page mo and make the changes. Okay, and you run the ad simultaneously with the new landing page. So I'll give you an example. Kunyari si ad 1, may landing page 1 ka diyan. LP1. 'Di ba? Ang CVR nito is 1% conversion rate. Now, ang goal mo is magkaroon ng CVR na 3%, tama? So the same ad 1, but with a different landing page. So landing page 2 na siya. So i-run mo yung dalawang to simultaneously within the same ad set. Kung halimbawa, ganito yan eh. Halimbawa, itong ad set mo na to, ad set 1, sabagay wala nang wala nang ABO ngayon eh. But anyway, ad set 1, then let's say sa ad set 1 na yan, spend ka ng 500 pesos. So yun pa rin yung same ad set, wala kang ginalaw doon, wala kang ginalaw sa audience mo, wala kang ginalaw doon sa ad 1 mo. Ang ginalaw mo lang is dinuplicate mo yung same ad na to into a different into a different setup. Ang binago mo lang doon is landing page. So landing page 2 na yung ginawa mo. Titingnan mo kung yung conversion rate ba ng landing page 2 is mag-i-increase versus sa landing page 1. Okay, there's also a different A/B test setup dito na pwede mong gawin using the correct ano tawag dito? The A/B test talaga dito sa Ads Manager, which is when you go here, ito, yung ano to, medyo advanced lesson na to. So, ito yung gagamitin mong A/B test talaga. Kasi cost per result na yung titingnan mo dito against doon sa existing ad na niraran mo. So, naming convention mo na doon sa ad level, ad 1, LP1, tapos ad 2, ad 1, LP1, tapos ad 1, LP2. Yun, ganun yung magiging itsura niya. Make sense?
Yes po.
Okay, so yun. Any follow-up questions?
Wala na coach. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Si Miss Bridget. Coach, I'm not sure if natanong na po, pero we can access the recordings even after. Lifetime po yan, Miss Bridget. As long as you are using the same email address na ginamit mo sa pag-login. Kasi pag ibang email address yung ginamit mo, hindi mo ma-access yung recordings. Lifetime access po yan. Miss Irene, kapag leads po ang objective, need po namin aralin yung email marketing? Yes. Automatic yun. Kasi yun yung magpa-follow up mo eh. Yun yung magiging follow up mo eh. Nakaka-receive ba kayo ng email sa akin? Yun. I was able to capture your emails and your contact info anytime na gusto kong mag-email blast, pwede kong gawin. Anytime na pwede ko kayong i-message ng SMS, pwede kong gawin. Ganun po yung lead generation. Saan po pinakamaganda gamitin ang traffic campaign? Goods pa rin po sa sales? No. Hindi ko siya ginagamit yung traffic campaign. Puro basura yung nakukuha ko doon eh. Huwag mong gamitin yung ads. King Di Guzman, I'm starting an affiliate ng supplements din. Bago pa lang yung page and wala pang nararan na ads. There are many products I want to promote and I plan to create separate ads per product para sa more detailed targeting. Does that mean na kailangan ni Meta ng separate data for each of the product na ipopromote ko? Sir King, ganito yan, no? When you have multiple products, ang pag nag-test ka diyan, ang main goal mo diyan is test which products are likely to improve its performance. Halimbawa, product A, product B, product C, product D, product ito, ganito. So, product A, product B, sorry. Product B, product C, product D, A, B, C, D, E. So, ite-test mo kung gusto mong i-test lahat ng products, kung alin products yung magwo-work, pwede siya. Okay? Pwede siya different ad set, no? Para malaman mo kung alin yung products na most likely bebenta. Pero kung ako kung ako tingin ko MLM to, Sir King, no? Correct me if I'm wrong, MLM to. Kung ako MLM or kung ako magbebenta ng product, pipiliin ko yung product na mura. Okay? Yung hindi walang masyadong friction doon sa buyer. Halimbawa, yung product mo kano 780 pesos, hindi naman siya ganun kamahalan. Yun ang pipiliin ko na product. Tapos kunyari may product ako na worth 2,500 pesos, tapos may susunod na product worth 5,000 pesos. Ang gagawin ko doon, yung bumili sa akin ng 780 pesos, yun din yung bebentahan ko nung 2,500 pesos ko ng product. And yun din ang bebentahan ko ng 5,000 pesos na product. Kasi a buyer is a buyer is a buyer. Ibig sabihin, nakabili na ako sa iyo ng worth 780 pesos. Mas madali mo na lang siyang bentahan ng mas mahal na produkto kasi kilala ka niya na eh. Kilala ka niya na as brand, kilala ka niya na, kumbaga customer mo na siya. So pag in-upsell mo siya, madali mo na lang siyang ma-upsell kasi bumili na siya sa iyo. Katulad ko, madali ko nang i-pitch yung higher price points ko, 'di ba? Nag 499 kayo. Nag-enroll kayo sa akin, 499 course. So madali ko nang i-pitch yung 10,000 plus ko na product or na coaching program kasi bumili lang kayo sa akin. So mas kilala niyo na ako as anong tawag dito, as coach. So ganoon din sa product ninyo. Yung product ninyo, ibenta niyo yung pinakamura, make sure na may bibili, and then bentahan niyo ng mas marami pang product na mas mataas ang price point so that the lifetime value per customer goes up. Okay? Ganyan ang nangyayari sa amin, nag-add ng order or turning to member. Yes, exactly, Sir Leslie, or pangalan ng babae, nakalimutan ko. So, ganun yung gagawin ninyo. So, yung user ninyo ng product ninyo, gawin ninyong member. Yun, so the best MLM program, MLM business. How about carousel ads po? Gaano siya ka-effective? Carousel ads, okay naman, effective naman, pero it doesn't mean na effective sa akin, effective din sa'yo. Depende sa ads mo. So, ang sagot ko doon, Eds, is test and verify. Regardless kung carousel man yan, kung single image man yan, kung single video man yan, regardless of what creatives you produce, you test and verify. Kasi hindi ko pa sabihin, effective na yun ang carousel ads. Sa akin. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, effective yan kay Sir Lyndon. Hindi ibig sabihin effective din yan kay Miss Pam. Kasi magkaiba tayo ng data eh. Magkaiba tayo ng, even if pareho tayo ng produkto, magkaiba tayo ng data, magkaiba tayo ng, posibleng magkaiba tayo ng target avatar. So, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na effective yung carousel para sa'yo. Para sa akin, oo. Meron akong isang ad na effective. Carousel ad yun. So, I don't know if nakita nyo na yun. So, pakita ko sa inyo. Meron akong isang ad na effective carousel ad. So, ito siya. Saan na yun? Ito siya, oh. Pakita ko sa inyo. Ayan siya. Ayan. Carousel, adyan. Ayan, effective sa akin yan. Okay? So, hindi ibig sabihin, effective sa akin to, effective na rin sa'yo. Depende yon. Depende sa ads mo. Okay? So, anyone? Any wants to, to ask about the computation? If none, thank you so much for joining our 5-day challenge. And hingi lang din ako sa inyo ng anong tawag dito, ng feedback kung kumusta naman. Sulit naman ba yung 499 na binayaran ninyo? If not, okay lang. Pwede nyo sabihin yung totoo dito sa feedback form. So you can send it here. Itong feedback form na to, hindi ko rin naman alam to kung sino yung nagbigay ng response. So, 3 questions lang naman. What do you like most about my courses? What needs to be improved? How likely are you going to refer to a friend? Yung responses ninyo, hindi ko naman alam kung kanino galing yan. So, feel free to provide your answers and yun, wala namang problema. If hindi naman masasaktan kung masakit, kung masakit yung sinabi nyo. So, yun, thank you so much guys. Kumusta naman ba? Sulit sulit naman ba yung 499 na binayaran ninyo? Sorry guys, medyo sakit na lalamunan ako talaga. Si Red, super sulit, nag 6x ang sales ko. Yon, maraming salamat Sir Red. I would appreciate then if you leave a positive comment na rin sa page ko. And may advanced course ba ito? Yes, Miss Leslie. For those of you guys who wants to join the digital scientist course, that's about 10,499. One-time payment lang po siya. Okay, ano bang inclusion nito? You'll get all my courses, lahat nung nandito except yung one-on-one tsaka yung face-to-face of course. And then you'll get all my courses, and then you'll get to join the live bi-monthly coaching calls with my VIP students. And live training sessions yon. Ibig sabihin kung meron kang unclear or meron kang gustong itanong, you have the chance to ask questions during the live training sessions. One-time payment lang ito guys. It's going to be a lifetime coaching na siya. Okay, one-time payment, no hidden charges. And then you'll get to join the exclusive GC sa Telegram, which is the Digital Scientist course. GC. So ito siya. Meron kaming GC na you can ask questions. Ito. Okay? So, yun lang guys. Maraming salamat for joining. I hope I was able to give value to your businesses. And yun. I pay the same amount sa isang FB ads course, pero the value that you give it to me is guess 20 times more than the other. Coach, when can I reach a lot of sales? Ano po? When can I reach a lot of sales na po, I will make sure na babalik po ako sa inyo testimony so that I can give back to you. Yung 499 is napakasulit coach. Maraming salamat po. You don't need to just leave a positive comment sa page ko and I would appreciate that, Miss Bridget. So, yun lang yung hinihingi ko and that's it. Kung mag-upgrade kayo, okay. Thank you so much for joining my inner circle. Kung hindi naman, that's okay. That's fine. Wala namang problema. And you can always find courses naman. I promote other coaches naman. Baka mamaya meron din kayong matutunan sa ibang coaches na kagaya ko. So go ahead kasi ako lahat din in-enrollan ko, local coaches, international coaches. So lahat 'yon tiningnan ko and I was able to get a portion of Kumbaga, lahat ng information na nag-gather ko from one coach to another, combine ko na lang, and then, yun lang din yung binibigay ko sa inyo na ano. Kumbaga, sinimplify ko na lang din yung mga natutunan ko in one setting. Yun lang guys, maraming salamat. Just, I would appreciate if you could leave a positive comment sa page ko or testimonial sa page ko. And then if not, I'm inviting you tomorrow. That would be our bi-monthly coaching calls with my VIP students. So yun, maraming salamat and I'll see you around. Thank you so much and have a good night. Bye-bye.